Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new series that we're starting here on the YouTube channel. This is the build breakdown, and today we're going to be showing you guys our brand new red 79 Series LandCruiser that has portal axles and the HardKorr Xplorer. So let's get into it. So I guess we'll start right here at the top, guys, considering I'm already up here. Well, as you can already see, we've got the HardKorr BZR-X 180s there, which have a pretty damn nice DRL sequence. And it looks even better when you start it up because it has like a little dance type sequence going on, which is quite neat. And on top of that, you've also got the mini Rhino rack here, which is great for me to sit on. And of course, behind me, we've got the Bush Company rooftop tent, which actually is really good and super comfortable because you can set it up in just a couple of minutes, which is fantastic if you're out camping and you want to get on the drinks already. What do you reckon? Is that good? Yeah. What should we look at next? I reckon while we're on the side here, I guess we might as well talk about it. As you can see, we've got the steady work lights up the top there in case you need a little bit more lighting on the side, which is great because of course you've got the Outback Customs canopy on the back, which is really well built. On this side, you've got the dog box, which is super neat. You've actually got a camera in there that you can monitor from the inside, which is pretty gnarly. And then of course, on the side as well, you've also got the clear view side steps and the clear view mirrors too. But I think this is a good segue into the interior, so let's go check it out. And on the interior, well, just look at this. Wait, look at the seats to start with. Got Recaro seats. How sick is that? You usually find those kind of seats in a race car, or maybe JD's HQ. But this car is pretty damn cool, especially for a cruiser. It's quite comfortable. You've got a ton of accessories from the UHF. You've got a ton of different switches to turn on all of your accessories. You can monitor your battery levels. You've got your throttle controller. You've got your brake controller in here as well. But one of the best things has to be the Akubra holder. It sucks I don't have one, but look, it can hold the motorculture hat for us. And we've also got the Polaris head unit in the center. Now I mentioned that you can actually see the camera in the dog box. So here we go, we'll pop that on there and you can see it for yourself. And then you can also switch over to your reverse camera too, so you can see what's happening with the trailer when you're reversing about. And we'll go check that out in just a second. But I want to show you what's at the front, so let's go have a look. Now before we get into all of this, come over here, I need to show you this. So this car has been fitted out with the Mark's four-wheel drive portal axles. So essentially that means that this car has a ton more clearance when you're four-wheel driving, which is going to be fantastic for when the winner of this beast takes it out. But on top of that, it's also had an upgraded brake system. You've also got a relocation in there as well. And you've also got the Redarc electronic brake system, which I mentioned before. But that's not quite all. You've also got the Tuff Dog 2-inch lift kit in there for that extra bit of clearance. And of course, it's not a four-wheel drive without muddies, is it? So there you go. But then as we make our way to the front, you've also got the Tuff Bullbar on the front. You've got the GME UHF, which of course everybody needs when you're out four-wheel driving, because how are you meant to talk to the boys otherwise? And of course you've got your Safari snorkel on there as well. But do you know what else is on the top as well as the snorkel? You've also got the 270-degree awning, which is fantastic. And do you know what? There's also another awning which we'll get to in just a second, but it's not on this car. So to go onto the other side of the canopy here, it has the complete fit out, including your speaker setup, which has RGB lights in it, which is pretty damn cool. You've got LED lights all throughout, 12-volt system, and you've also got your mini bar fridge, which I'm sure the winner's gonna make good use out of. But it doesn't stop there, because you've also got additional storage where we can store things such as your fuel tank, air compressor, and a lot else. Well, maybe not a lot else, but you know, what you can stuff in there, you can stuff in there. But on top of that, while we're down here, we've also got the GSL full exhaust system. So this car sounds like an absolute pig on the road. So that's pretty much what you can see on the canopy, aside from obviously the two big spare tires on the back and the ladder to get up to the top. But you can also see we've got the 180-watt solar panel there, so you can power up all your accessories along the way. And not to mention, the canopy's also been fitted out with 3 55-litre water tanks for you as well, which has been plumbed in with a 12-volt pump. So you can actually go to the taps at the back here and get out the water that you need. But I think it's time to go check out this camper. This is the HardKorr Xplorer Camper, and I bloody love this thing. Not only does it have a rooftop tent very similar to the Cruiser, which is quite nice because they're kind of matching, but again, this sets up so quickly. It's got fans in here, charging systems, you've got full tri-color lighting, which means that there's orange, white, and even a warm white, so you can keep the bugs away at night time, which is very handy. But this is one of my favorite parts. It's the yeah, look, we'll try that again, guys, because JD tripped on the way down, which is no worries, but come on, mate, send me a postcard. But my favorite thing about it is the staircase on the front here, which is very innovative and very fresh to the market. And it's a fantastic way to make your way up to the top instead of trying to be a big boy, get your ladder out and then try and set up your rooftop tent. We'll try and unfold the entire camper, can't even speak. But on top of that, what happens when you put the rooftop tent on here means that you have plenty of storage all throughout the camper. So this is practically a canopy on wheels, which is fantastic. And I can't wait to show you all through it. All right, we'll try that again now that I've had a bit of a breather, but the HardKorr Xplorer is quite surprising. You've got the complete 12-volt system in here. You've got your 2000 watt HardKorr inverter, which allows you to power all of your hair dryers, coffee machines, sleep apnea machine if you're a snorer. Plus you've got a ton of other tech in here as well, including your battery charger, solar regulator, DC to DC, battery monitor. The list goes literally on and on and on. And honestly, the guys at HardKorr have hooked this up. And at the bottom here, you can see we've got a ton of different hoses and pipes, and we've also got a hot water system here, which is perfect for the little shower room that you get up the top, which simply just folds out. And on top of that, to power everything, you've got yourself two 135 amp hour lithium batteries, which are going to keep you powered for days and days and days. But let's go check out the other side. Now, HardKorr Campers has designed this in a way where this camper can be completely modular, but it's been set up in the way exactly how we wanted, which is fantastic. So thanks to them for that. To start with, of course, you've got yourself a 96 litre pull-out fridge, which is insane, which means you can take away a ton of beers and food for you and your family, or your friends if you like. Up the top, you can probably already see, but we've got the 270-degree awning, and you've got yourself the complete kitchen setup, including your Weber, which has a little bench that pulls out on the side, your 2-burner stovetop here, and the stainless steel sink. Not to mention, you've also got a ton of storage here with elastics to keep everything in place. JD's been telling me, oh, let's do this, let's do this. No, no, no. Come with me right now. We're starting this pig up. It sounds incredible. Woohoo! The only thing I'm literally missing right now is an Akubra, and maybe a little bit of Luke Combs playing in the background. But how good is this? You just can't help but put a smile on your face, especially when you're driving it around town. You get so many looks. It's fantastic. But it's probably time for what you've all been waiting for, and it's the rating of this package. And we'll start with the HardKorr Xplorer. In terms of its functionality, its quickness to set up and pack down, its comfort, and obviously its practicality as a whole, I think I would give it about an 8 or a 9, to be honest with you. It's pretty fresh to the market, and I've honestly seen nothing like it before, so I'm quite impressed. But let's go and check out the 79 and see what I rate that. All right, okay, all right. So the 79 series, what can I say about it? Well, this thing, it's honestly a dream. And to many people, it is a dream, and it's no wonder why you guys are going nuts for it. I give this thing, I would say a 9 out of 10. It is just mental. And my top 5 favorite things about it, well, to start with, has to be that it's literally an all-in-one package. Everything you need is right here, because it's got that rooftop tent, which is sensational. Number 2 on my list, I'd have to say that Tuff Bullbar on the front, because nobody's gonna wanna mess with you when you've got that thing in your way. Number 3 on my list has to be the Outback Customs canopy on the back. They've done a sensational build on it, and honestly, it is just supreme quality. Number 4, I actually really love that it has the Recaro seats inside. It's a nice little touch and gives that extra bit of uniqueness to the 79. And last but not least, you guys probably could have guessed, but it's how good it sounds. It just sounds like an animal, and it just makes you want to take this thing out every day of the week. But now you've seen the entire package, guys, we're gonna pack it all up so you can see what it looks like when it's completely compressed. So let's go check it out. And there you go guys, that's what it looks like all packed away. What do you reckon of the 79 series portal axle LandCruiser and the HardKorr Xplorer Camper? Let us know down below, and thank you for watching another video from Motorculture's YouTube video. We'd love to see what you guys want to see next, so leave a comment down below. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.